Hi everyone, Megan here with Rogers Gardens, and today for our YouTube video I'm going to be talking about the art of bonsais and how to take care of them. First, I wanted to talk a little bit about what a bonsai actually is and go over a couple common misconceptions that people typically have with bonsais. So a bonsai is an ancient artistic horticultural practice that involves sculpting and shaping regular sized trees into miniature versions of themselves into beautiful, decorative, shallow containers. So a couple common misconceptions that people typically have with bonsais typically have to do with their growth. So firstly, like I said, bonsai is actually an artistic method that is used to shape an existing plant. It is not actually a species of plant itself, but like I said, rather an artistic horticultural technique. Bonsais themselves are not dwarf plants. They are regular sized plants that have to be sculpted down and shaped to actually keep their miniature shape. And they actually will not stay small forever. Like I just said, bonsais are regular sized trees, so they will grow with height and width, which is why proper pruning and maintenance is very important to ensure that your bonsai stays healthy. So first, I want to talk a little bit about indoor bonsai trees. If you are new typically to bonsais and taking care of them, an indoor bonsai is going to be a little bit more forgiving and a little bit more beginner friendly if that's what you're looking for. For a bonsai, some good varieties that I would typically recommend that we do carry here include ficus, Fukian tea, jade, Chinese elm, or scheffalera. All of these varieties do great inside. They are subtropical and tropical species, meaning that they are well adapted to the consistent temperatures and humidity that homes typically have. They are going to generally need about 6 to 8 hours of bright indirect light inside your house. Think of light coming through a window, sliding glass door, some kind of skylight where natural filtered light is coming in to hit your bonsai. You're going to want to make sure you're keeping it away from drafts, hot and cold temperatures. You want to make sure you're keeping it in a spot in your home that is getting the most consistent temperature, light, and humidity. Next, for our outdoor bonsais, which is what the art of bonsai here at Rogers Gardens is mostly centered around. These outdoor bonsai species are going to be a little bit more temperate. Think your junipers, firs, and conifers. These ones are going to be more adjusted to regular seasonal changes that you experience out here in the garden. They are going to undergo a period of dormancy where they are not growing, which is the best time to be fertilizing your outdoor bonsai. They generally are going to receive better light, better airflow, and better humidity just because when they are outside, like I said, they are exposed to the elements and the natural seasonal changes. So if you consider yourself a little bit more of an experienced bonsai grower and you're looking to add an outdoor bonsai to your beautiful garden, we have a bunch of amazing options here at Rogers Gardens that would look great in your home. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the watering needs for both indoor and outdoor bonsais. For indoor bonsais, the most important thing that you're going to be doing when it comes to checking your soil is actually touching the top layer of the soil with your finger to get a sense of really how dry the bonsai is and how much water you're going to want to give it. You're generally going to want to give your bonsai, your indoor bonsai, water about every 2 to 3 days with occasional mistings if needed. Like I said, keeping humidity is important, and especially if the bonsai is inside, it can be difficult for the bonsai to receive an adequate amount of humidity. Proper mistings in between waterings can definitely help with that humidity issue if that is something you're experiencing with your. Like I said, with outdoor bonsais, the care is a little bit different with indoor bonsais. For your outdoor bonsais, they are experiencing seasonal changes. They are going to be going through summer, winter, spring, and fall, which means that there are going to be different watering and light needs for those months. For watering over the summer, you're generally going to want to water a little bit closer, about once every couple of days with the misting in between. During the winter and cooler seasons, you're going to cut back on your watering just a little bit while still ensuring that the soil is staying moist and hydrated in your bonsai. Now I'm going to talk all about how to prune your indoor and outdoor bonsai through maintenance and structural pruning. First, I'd like to kind of define the two, structural versus maintenance pruning. Maintenance pruning, you can think of something that you're going to do more often throughout the year. Maintenance pruning, you're going to do generally about every time you see new growth on the bonsai, which could be, depending on the species and the conditions, could be once every couple weeks. Less than that, it really just depends. But maintenance pruning is really where you're going to get the aesthetic of the actual plant up. You're going to prune off the dead, diseased or damaged branches, and you're going to overall give it that shape that you are really desiring for your bonsai. Next, structural pruning is a little bit less often. You're going to usually do that for outdoor bonsais during the dormancy period where it's not growing. For structural pruning, you, like the name suggests, you are mostly going to be focused on the structure of the bonsai. This is mostly shaping the canopy, like I said, thinning out the canopy when you need to allow more airflow and light to the bonsai. The structural pruning is when you're going to be shaping the actual trunk of the bonsai. You're going to be shaping some of the bigger branches and to give it its more defined overall structured shape. So next, I'm going to talk all about repotting bonsais, something that is extremely important to make sure that your bonsai lives for as long as it possibly can and has the healthiest growing cycle. Like I said in the beginning, bonsais are generally planted in these shallow decorative containers, and there is actually a reason for that. The root system for a bonsai does like to be pretty compact, which helps keep that miniature shape and keep the plant alive. But once it becomes too overcrowded and the roots become too packed, it can lead to issues such as root rot, poor drainage, and poor root circulation. So making sure you repot your bonsai to the next size up when you feel the roots are coming out from the soil, or you see that there's poor drainage or poor air circulation, repotting your bonsai is definitely the next step to take. So for this last part of the video, I'm going to do a little bit of a Q&A. I'm going to be answering some of the most commonly asked questions about growing and maintaining a bonsai. So the first question a lot of people ask when they are looking into buying a bonsai is how long do they actually last? You don't want to spend money on a bonsai for it to last a month or 2 months. You really want to focus on the art of taking care of a bonsai for a lifetime. If you properly prune and maintain a bonsai, they can last for decades, they can last for centuries. It really just comes down to really following the seasonal changes if you have an outdoor bonsai, and really just ensuring that you are giving it enough light, water, and humidity to ensure that it is growing in a proper condition. But these really can last for years and years on end. Next question a lot of people ask about bonsais is if they are actually difficult to take care of. A lot of people will see a plant structured like this and will feel very intimidated, feel like it is something that they aren't able to take on themselves. But don't feel intimidated by the looks. Bonsais are actually very simple to care for. If you just use the tips that I stated in this video, making sure it gets enough light, water, humidity, your bonsai is going to last for a very long time, and it will be very easy to take care of. Like I said, species does matter and it is very important. If you're getting an indoor species, you're going to want to stick to your ficus, your Chinese elm, jade, or your scheffeleras. If you're looking for an outdoor bonsais, you're going to want to stick to your junipers or your firs, and that ensures that your tree is getting the proper conditions and proper environmental needs. The last question a lot of people have about bonsais is if they can be kept inside year-round. The answer to this is yes. Many subtropical and tropical species of bonsais can and should be kept indoor all year round. Like I just listed, ficus, Fukian tea, Chinese elm, scheffelera, and jade are just some of the tropical and subtropical species that are best suited for inside your house and should be kept inside year-round. Alright guys, so that wraps up the video for the Art of Bonsai here at Rogers Gardens. If you like this video and would like to see more, please subscribe down to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media. If you would like to come into the store and check out any of our bonsais, please feel free to ask any of our horticulturalists any questions that you have, or come inside the garden rooms and ask us. We'd love to see you guys soon, and we hope you can find a bonsai perfect for your house.